Alrighty, I'm so excited for this. We're gonna just jump in. You guys, I'm so excited for tonight. Okay. I always ask for some anonymous questions right before these team Zoom so that I know for sure that you're getting exactly what you need to hear. And boy, did we get some questions. And some of them I was expecting, and some of them I was like, okay. So I'm really excited to have three ladies on here who are going to rock your world. And these questions just scream to me that y'all need to be ripped a new one. So if you're ready to get ripped a new one, drop a one, because I'm ready to get ripped a new one. All right, there's my one. Anyway, so make sure you guys stay muted. Make sure you post on your stories that you are on the team training, because it just shows community. And make sure you are either writing notes, telling your friends to get on, because this is going to be amazing. You're paying attention. You have your camera on if you can. I don't want you to have your camera on if there's someone naked around you or if you're naked. But anyway, and I'm also going to take a boomerang real quick. So if your camera's on, I want you to wave when I say wave. Okay, are y'all ready? Go ahead and put your hands up. 1, 2, 3. Yay! Okay. All right. Katie, you should be able to unmute yourself if you are ready, and you can take it away.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and apologize in advance. Charlotte is being banshee, so sorry. Oh my goodness, you spotlighted me. We're gonna have to gallery view that. Okay. Okay, guys, so if you don't know who I am Katie Battenfield. I am a 21-year-old stay-at-home mom. I'm a triple diamond. I've been in the business, it'll be 3 years in January. That seems like a really long time. But I'm gonna go through my story super, super quick, and then we're gonna hop into these questions. I read these questions and I just got so excited because these are my favorite things to talk about because I'm gonna get you. Okay, so just about my story, I got started when I was 18. I saw Shay posting about coffee and I texted her. I was like, there's no way you make money from your phone. Like, you gotta be lying. And she convinced me that she wasn't lying. I watched her for 3 more weeks. I ended up getting started. And then 2 weeks later, when I didn't make $2,000, I told her to never talk to me again. And I literally didn't talk to her for 6 months straight, literally nothing. She would text me every single day for 6 months straight. And I literally just ignored her for 6 months. So during those 6 months, I was in school. I dropped out of school. 2 weeks after I dropped out of school, I found out I was pregnant. I'd started my full-time job and I texted Shay. And sorry, I was reading that comment. I'm going to close it because I'm going to get distracted. I texted Shay and I was like, how do I go diamond? And she to this day, she'll tell me that she literally looked at her phone and laughed. And she was like, bro, you quit in like literally 14 days. Like, you're not going to go diamond. So I went diamond in 120 days. I got $15,000 in bonuses from that point on. I was 7 months pregnant when I quit my full-time job. That was October 2018. I quit my full-time job because I was averaging, insert income disclosure, I was tripling what I was making at my full-time job from my phone. And so I quit. 60 days after I quit my full-time job, I had Charlotte. 60 days after I had Charlotte, I was diagnosed with severe postpartum anxiety and depression. It was so crippling. One of these questions, if you asked about anxiety and depression, I really want you to hear me on this. I was diagnosed with severe anxiety and depression. It was so bad that I couldn't walk outside without trembling, shaking. I couldn't pick up my baby at night because I was scared that I was going to hurt her. Okay. 60 days after that, I went double diamond. Okay. And then after that, I got to buy my dream car at 19 years old. I was covering all of mine and my ex's bills, literally everything, building a savings. I was paying everything A to Z. I was shopping. I was going crazy. And then I hit a super, super, super dark part in my life. If you know any part of my story, you know that October 2019, I lost my mom super, super unexpectedly. Nothing was physically wrong with her. Nothing happened. She just died. And my depression from the beginning of the year literally looked so small compared to what I had dropped into. And then right after this, I called Shay and I was like, I'm ready to go VIP. And she was like, Katie, like, I know like you're ready to go VIP, but like, are you ready to go VIP? And I was like, yes, I'm ready to go VIP. My chart was completely dead. I had literally nothing. I think I had like 8,000 BB. I was like maintaining diamonds, and you need 35,000 minimum to go triple. I'd completely recharted my entire chart in this time. Because when you're going through like life and stuff, Romy, that's gonna stop. When you're going through life, you just kind of have to pick where you want to put your energy. Do you want to put your energy into sulking in what you're going through, or do you want to put your energy into something that's going to mean something later? Because you can choose either way. And the easier option is to sulk. The harder option is to keep going. But because I kept going, I called Shay and I was like, I'm going VIP. I enrolled more distributors in that time I had ever enrolled. I made more money than I had ever made. And this was the darkest time of my business. I was losing leaders. I lost diamonds. I lost rubies. I lost some people that I called my best friends. And then in January, I was officially recharted. And then in 90 days, my volume went up 40,000 BB. 40,000. And so I have a pretty dark story, but what I want you to get out of that is that every single time that something super, super dark happened in my life, I promoted. Because I decided that my energy was going to go towards something bigger than what I was going through right now. Because later somebody was going to need that story. They were going to need that example of you can keep going even if you're hurting, because you're not going to hurt forever. Okay, Caroline, where do you want me to go from there?
Okay, so I just want to remind everyone that she was 20 years old. Well, she was younger than 20 and then was also 20 going through all of this. And how many of you guys are older than 20 years old? And I know age, it's just, a number, but it's part of what I got to say. Drop a 2 if you
left a part of my story.
Huh?
I left a part of my story out. I'm not done. Do y'all want to hear the biggest part of my story?
Oh yeah, go ahead and do the biggest part. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just don't even think to talk about it because I don't know. I feel like it's been there forever. But right after I went triple, my ex lost his job. And so I was supporting us through everything, built a savings account, literally everything. And a little over a month ago, I decided that I was ready to leave, that I was completely ready to just go. Throughout my entire business, I had been with my ex and I had been so unhappy and I had never said anything. And that was probably part of my anxiety and depression. So if you're in one of those, I'm just telling you that it took me 3 years to have the guts to go. And because of this business, I had the guts and I had the finances to be able to go. And now I'm probably the happiest that I've ever been. I didn't know that this existed. And so here we are.
I'm literally so proud of it. You guys, I've known Katie for a hot minute, and it doesn't even seem like a hot minute, but I've known you for a hot minute. I've known of you, and then I knew you. And the difference, this is the first time we've even gotten to talk much in a long time, because we've both been doing a lot of life. But I thought I saw happy Katie before, but seeing her now, that smile and the fact that she's able to support herself and her baby, C-Ray, because of this business, you guys, because in the darkest times that people can go through ever, she literally used that, it wasn't a reason to keep her from succeeding. The darkest times were the reason why she was just okay, it's time to succeed. So if you are going through something like that, remember where you were when you were 20 years old and just think that's where Katie is now. She just turned 21. I forget she's younger than me. Normally I'm younger than everybody. She just turned 21 and she has been through so much more life than probably over half of us have even been through. So I just want you guys to realize we had quite a few questions we submitted today about working through depression and anxiety and just mental health and a bunch of life hitting you. And I just want you to know that Katie is a prime example of someone who knows how to basically make bank and make her life better through the hard parts. Anyways, but I just wanted to spotlight that, how young you are, how young we are. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. How young we are, and just that it doesn't really matter how old you are, but the fact that you've gone through that much at such a young age says a lot about you and your maturity and how much you can handle. And so you can go ahead. You already have screenshots of the main questions that I wanted you to cover. So you can just pick one, read it out, and then answer it the way you want to talk about it.
Okay, so the first question on here, it says like loving on your newbies their first 5 days. When it comes to keeping in contact with them and helping them get to work and doing daily, understanding what dailies are daily without it being like a boss versus a leader. Okay, I just want to remind you, Shay texted me every single day for 6 months. Every day for 6 months, and now I'm a triple diamond. But I didn't talk to her for 6 months. Okay, so your first 5 days, that contact is extremely important because the consistency of the contact is important. Because had she not texted me, I never would have come back. Okay, and the dailies, you're overcomplicating it. If you have already gone, Ruby, can you hear me? What was she saying? I don't remember. But if you've gone Ruby, then you know how to teach somebody else how to go Ruby. We do the same oh, she literally was like, hey Katie, are you alive? Did you go to Mars? Did you get abducted by aliens? She would literally send me things like that. I'm not even playing. Like, it was like that, even like random gifts all the time. But anyways, you know what to do every single day. And you also have to remember that when people come into this, they're not looking at you as, oh my God, she's trying to be my boss. They're looking to you to be their boss because they probably came from corporate America where they literally tell them every single thing to do. So for them to actually take initiative and do something on their own is crazy. Have you ever met somebody who is in corporate America and they're like, I'm going to go to work today and I'm going to get all my stuff done and I'm not going to play on my phone and I'm not going to hide in the bathroom and I'm not going to take an extra 10 minutes on lunch? Those people are very rare. So generally when they come in, you have to tell them every single thing in order for them to create a habit out of it and learn to love it. And then they'll do it every single day eventually. But for a while, it's not going to be that way. So you're going to feel like you're being a boss. And I feel like that came from a yellow. So, okay. Okay, I hope this person's on here. Whoever submitted an anonymous comment that they want a refund, you can contact customer service. But if you want a refund on $1 million opportunity, then I'm really feel so sorry for you. Because you probably invested $99 into this max. And if you're not getting anything out of this business, then you're not putting anything into this business. Because this business is an equal effort opportunity. Okay? You come in, you work, you do what you're supposed to do, you will have results. But if you come in saying, I want a refund, you know what? Take your money back. Take it back. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. Okay, so this next one, yes, ma'am. You wanna sit? Okay, Charlotte's gonna talk with us. Okay, so this next one is about personal life matters and stuff, kind of about how to keep it separate or together. Honestly, I wouldn't keep it separate. I tell my leaders everything that's going on in my life because they get to see behind the scenes and then the things that I am doing in my business. They get to see both. And I feel like that's inspiring. When Shay calls me and tells me what's going on in her life, but I still see her enrolling 40 DTs a month, that makes me feel like I have to enroll 40 DTs a month. So I wouldn't necessarily keep it separate, and I wouldn't keep it separate in your post either. I just got off a leader Zoom and Ashley was talking about just like, it's okay to post, bless you. It's okay to post and not be super happy. It's okay to talk about what you're going through. Don't sit on there and sulk and cry. No, ma'am, I'm talking. It's not okay to sit on there and sulk and cry, but it is okay to open up that your life is not perfect. It's okay to be relatable. It's okay to be vulnerable. Because if you have that, you gain people's trust. And so I feel like, don't separate your life. Talk about it. Talk about how you're implementing your business into your life, because people have this thought of you have to be perfect and you have to have your life together and you have to have all these things all the time in order to be successful here. And like, you don't. I never have it together. I'm the most unorganized person I know. I don't have a schedule. I try, but I don't have one. Okay, and I'm yes, if you're dead on the inside. I don't understand. But anyways, I hope that answers that question. Don't keep it separate. I'm reading the next one. Okay, this one is really deep into anxiety and depression. What I can tell you about anxiety and depression is that if you're focused on it, it will get worse. Okay? If you've ever struggled with anxiety or depression, if you sit there and think about it, I'm so sorry for the yelling, but she is gonna act like this. It's gonna be deeper. So this is what I want to tell you. If you're a college student, if you're a young mom, or maybe neither of those match for you, I just feel like that's the most common age group that I kind of talk to. Go outside and set yourself a block schedule for your business. As annoying as that is, if you have anxiety or depression, setting a schedule is almost like suffocating, because you know that you have to do it because it's a commitment. And sometimes when you feel that way, you can't count on yourself. And when you can't count on yourself, you don't count on yourself to do anything, and your expectations lower for yourself, and you never achieve anything. So set a schedule for yourself, and then go outside and breathe and talk to people and do things that scare you. Something I was really scared of is when I was in my past relationship, my anxiety got so bad that I couldn't set a schedule. I couldn't go to the store by myself. I didn't like to be home longer than an hour alone because I was so messed up. Now I do everything alone. And it was because I started having to do those things that scared me. I had to go to the store alone because I live alone. I had to be home alone because I live alone. I had to do all those things that scared me. And so whatever it is that your anxiety is captivating you to, I challenge you to do it. Because if you go Google the statistics on whatever it is that's captivating you, it's probably a lot lower than you think. And that's a hard reality, because you're obsessing over this one thing that's controlling all of your life, and it's not worth it. You have to go outside. You have to breathe, and you have to talk to people, and you have to remember that, like, you're not going to feel like that forever. There was one more. How do you stay so disciplined? Okay. The only reason I stay disciplined is because this is my entire livelihood. I couldn't afford my life if I wasn't working. I couldn't provide for my child. I couldn't have the car that I have. I live in one of the nicest apartments that you can live in this town. I'm pretty sure it's the only one that has 24-hour security. One person just asked what to do when everyone says this is a scam. Then it's the best dang scam I've ever been a part of. You ever got a 5-figure paycheck hit your bank account? It's a scam. It is. But if it's a scam, then this scam has brought me out of anxiety, depression, financial nothing. Literally, there was nothing. It's not even a financial situation. It was just nothing. You see what I'm saying? If everyone says it's a scam, then you're not proud enough. You're not confident enough. You have to grow to love this more, and people won't call it a scam. People don't ever tell me this is a scam anymore. If it was a scam, then I'd be using Monopoly money. I'm pretty sure that the water bill company doesn't accept Monopoly money. It's not coming from anywhere else. If it's a scam, then you're not proud enough. You're not being loud enough. You're not educated enough on it. Go read the compensation plan. Nobody can come at me with the compensation plan, because I would get you with it. I can literally explain it through and through to you because I'm obsessed with it. I love that it's legit. If it wasn't, where does the money come from? The money's real. The work is not that hard. You just have to be consistent, and you have to pick what kind of hard you want. Do you want to live a life of struggle, or do you want to live a life of abundancy? It's up to you. All you have to do is do it every single day. And if it's not worth it to you, it's not worth it to you. But if it is worth it to you, I want you to imagine in 6 months, what if you were consistent every single day for 6 months? When I was consistent for 120 days, my check went from $33 to $3,500. Why can't you? Mommy. Yes, ma'am. I need you to be quiet. That was the last question. Carol?
So I wanted to put my input because I've recently started being more open about anxiety and depression and everything on my social media, and I'm still working on that daily because it's hard to be open about that, you guys. I get it. And I have moved across the country twice in 2020. And when you're someone with anxiety, like bad anxiety, who doesn't do well when she's not familiar with all the people around her, but then also doesn't want to be around anyone that she knows. Who has been there? Drop a 3. If you hate being around a bunch of people, but like also like don't want to be around anyone that you actually know because okay, y'all get what I'm saying. So it's like I don't want to go to the grocery store and see people I know, but I'm also surrounded by strangers. So I'm originally from Alabama, and then I moved to Texas in March, and then I moved from Texas back to Alabama, but 4 hours away from where I'm originally from in Alabama, across the state. When I came back to Alabama, so I'm nowhere near family or friends or anything, and I'm making like new friends and stuff. But I was terrified to confront the fact that I needed new doctors here. So we literally, like the main questions that I get when I put up my Google form that says like what you want anonymous help with when it comes to Zooms is people mention anxiety or depression or any other sort of mental illness or like a lot going on in their lives or whatever. And when it comes to mental illness, you guys, number one is you cannot depend on the people on these Zooms to help you with your mental illness, to help you with your personal struggle. We can't do that. You need to be seeing a medical professional. And it sucks, okay? I hate having to go to the doctor and be like, I need help. But that is step one, because if you're just sitting there squandering and you're like, I don't know what to do, it's consuming me, like literally it's all I think about, like it's like, go see a medical professional. Because if you're not, then you're the one who is keeping yourself from moving forward. Okay. And I know how scary it is, you guys. I do not like having to have moved so many times and having to tell so many different doctors that my head ain't right. But it's step one in me being a responsible business owner and me being a responsible leader and me being a responsible fiance, wife, whatever I call myself. Sometimes it's both. And that is step one. So if you are not taking care of yourself in your private life first, that's step one. And then step two is to learn how to balance, anxiety, depression in the business. So, like Katie said, go outside. Okay, when you work just from your phone, or if you're a mom and you're sitting at home like with your littles all the time, you might find yourself inside like a lot. You never go anywhere. Like you literally I'm someone with no kids, but this is my full-time income now. Thank you, it works. This is my full-time income now, and I'm inside a lot. And sometimes you can forget to literally just go step outside. So step outside. You guys, make yourself feel nice. Like put on some makeup if that's your thing. I know we have some men on here, but put on some makeup if that's your thing. Do your hair if that's your thing. It's not my thing. Put on something that you feel comfortable in. It doesn't have to be a cute outfit, because I don't feel comfortable in cute outfits, but I feel comfortable in this. And take some TikToks, reels, videos, stories, pictures in it, because then you're going to be like, oh wow, I accomplished that today. And just the small different things that boost your confidence throughout the day are going to help with that. Okay. But my main thing is like, I get the feeling that a lot of people are trying to brush off their anxiety and depression on the people hosting these Zooms, and you have got to see a medical professional if you are not already. And then you need to be consistent with whatever your medical professional tells you to do, because again, you're not taking care of yourself more likely than not, because you guys, it's hard to take care of ourselves, especially if you're a mom, and I'm not a mom and I know that. Okay, take care of yourself, because then it starts affecting your business if you don't. But that's like my big thing on anxiety and depression. Okay, and you guys get some Confianza if you've never had it. Use it daily. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say on that. Katie, unless you had anything else you wanted to say on anything, you don't have to. And we can move to Chloe or Haley. I don't know who wants to go first. Whoever unmutes first.
I guess I'll go. Okay. So I'm just gonna go through a few of these.
But the first one is I will address the refund one just because I wanted to kind of read the question in its entirety and discuss some of the things. But the whole question was, I have been working for this company for months and have posted, reached out, and still haven't got a single person. Like, I want a refund. I haven't gotten anything back. So the first thing I want to tell you is to check your attitude about your business. And this is probably going to come on. I'm really red for those of you who don't know me. I'm a red green and they're basically equal. And so this may come off and you may be like, ouch, but it's probably because you need to hear it. And I'm not saying this, I'm going to kind of tell a little part of my story with this, but check your attitude about your business. Because if you are coming into your business and already saying, well, I'm just not getting something back, it's not giving, I can 100% guarantee you that you're not giving your business anything. Your attitude is not good if that's like where your head's at. So for a while, so I've been in this business about 2 years and or a little over 2 years now. For a very long time, I did not work my business consistently. And I tell this as a huge part of my story. I did not treat it like a business. I did not work consistently. I didn't do much of anything. And then in April of this year, I said, I'm going to get my crap together because I need this to work and I want it to work and I've seen it work. I know it's real. I've made money. I know the money's there. I just want more of it. I want it to pay my bills. So I'm going to freaking do it. And guess what? In April, I turned around and enrolled 20 customers and promoted by myself because I started treating it like a business and because I actually got serious about it. So when you get serious about your business, it will treat you like a business. It will pay you like a business. So first of all, having a good attitude. I cannot tell you guys the amount of times if I reach out to someone with a mindset, or if I'm having a conversation with someone with the mindset that they're not going to enroll, or they're going to say it's too expensive if I recommend more than 2 products, or this person's not going to join, or if I have that, whatever it is, whatever you're encountering, if I go into conversations with that mindset, they don't enroll. If I go into a conversation being like, okay, I'm going to enroll someone today, I am going to sign this customer, they're going to get awesome results with the products, I'm going to sign this distributor, they're going to take off. Spoiler alert, they enroll. Why? Because it's an attitude. If you have a nasty attitude about your business will not treat you well. So that's the first thing that I wanted to address. So whoever sent that in, I truly hope that I'm glad that you sent it in so that we can address it. Fix the attitude portion first. Start having a good attitude, get excited about your business, get excited. Like, do you see the amount of money being made around here? Do you see like the people that are successful? That can be you. Set some goals, man. Like, set some goals and run with it, okay? But check your attitude first. Second part of this. So it says that I've been working this company for months and have posted, reached out, and still haven't got a single thing. So the first thing I would say is, are you doing every single one of your dailies daily? Because it doesn't matter how long you sit here. It doesn't matter if you sit in the chats or if you post once every, yes, you can interrupt before I continue to preach.
Okay, so I know there's new people on here and there's people who've also said this, like I've been around here, like I'm doing stuff, why am I getting nothing? So let me explain what dailies are, because she said like, are you doing your dailies? That's posting multiple times a day. That's not just a post once a day or a post every few days or a post once a week or a post twice a month. That's posting multiple times a day. And it's all broken down in any team page. If you are on this Zoom, you are in some sort of team page. I posted it in 2 of them. All right. So that's posting, that's reaching out, which is contacting people, that's following and like growing your market, friending and following. That's following up, checking in with people you've talked with before. Reaching out is also starting new conversations. Conversations is the key part. That's personal development, which is growing your mind, listening to podcasts, reading books about growth. and it's, I don't know what number I'm on, but that's the gist of it. So, and interacting with people. So those are what dailies are if you haven't researched the team pages. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm glad you mentioned that because I'm going to go off of that. So first thing I ask is if you say that you've been involved for months and haven't gotten a single person, you're not doing your dailies. It's just plain and simple. If you've said that you've been here for months and you have not enrolled a single person, there is something missing. There is a piece of the puzzle. That's why we call it a promotion puzzle. There is a piece of the puzzle. You are not posting. You are not doing host to post. Yeah, someone said host to post. Yeah, you are not doing host to post. You are not having conversations if you are not enrolling. Before April, I didn't enroll. There are months where I didn't enroll a person, okay, because I wasn't doing my dailies. I'm preaching to it. I'm admitting to it. I wasn't doing my dailies. In April, guess what? I started doing my dailies and started acting like a business. And guess what? There has not been a month that I haven't enrolled people since then. Now, is every month a mass enrolling? No. I don't mass enroll crazy amounts every month, but I do enroll. I put new people in the system every single month because that's what I get paid to do. If I decide I want a bigger paycheck, well, I'm going to go more enroll some more people because that's what I have to do. So, are you posting every single day? Okay. Are you posting on your stories? Are you doing all of the dailies? Okay. And if you say, okay, well, I'm not getting, so say, are you doing your 10 hosted posts? Okay. Well, I'm not getting them up. Okay. Well, how many people are you talking to? If you tell me that you're talking to 2 people, that's the problem. You're not talking to people. And so I could preach on this, but I did want to say, like, do your dailies, check your attitude, and do your dailies. The business is not hard. What we do is not hard. It's so simple. Do I wake up every single day excited to talk to people? No. Nobody, top leaders included, nobody is motivated every single day. But I want the paycheck and it pays my bills, so I'm going to keep doing it. So I wanted to say that, and I also wanted to throw this in here, and if it stings, well, it stings. I'm really red tonight. We're just going to have to roll with it. I have seen so many people sharing these things on Facebook recently. So number one, if you have time to share stuff on Facebook all day and you're not enrolling, you're just being lazy, you're not working your business. But if you are sharing stuff on Facebook, and I have seen this, I talked to someone earlier about this. I have seen so many people, and not even just people in the business, okay, people outside the business. I've seen so many people on my Facebook recently sharing posts that are like, I'm claiming this amount of money this month. This money is coming to me. Like, I don't know if any of you drop like a 3 if you've like seen these posts. I don't know if it's just like recently. I don't know what it is, but I've seen some people have. I've seen so many people sharing, oh, well, I'm attracting this money to me. It's coming to me. Like, I'm going to make all this money. 9 times out of 10, y'all aren't willing to work for it. You can share the post on Facebook that says, I'm bringing the money to me, but you're not ever going to work for it at all. You can't share a Facebook post that says, I'm bringing in money if you ain't going to work for your money. Like, it's just literally as simple as that. And so one of the things, like, literally, stop telling people, show people. Stop telling people you're going to work your business. Show people that you're working your business by enrolling. Stop telling people that, oh, I'm just going to do it tomorrow. No, you're not. You're not ever going to do it. So one of the things that I like hammer on in this business is consistency. Get off your butt and work your business, or stay on your butt and work your business. Wherever you want to work your business, but work your business. And use the time that you're sharing all of these posts on Facebook about attracting money to attract some money and put it in the system. You control your paycheck. You control what you earn. So your paycheck is a direct representation of the work that you have put in. So if you're not happy with it, you can change it. So that is my whole preach on that. And I don't care where you work your business, just work your business. So another one I also wanted to address as a green knee, the organization one. So I have notebooks and a folder. And I'm literally going to show you because this is how I work my business. So here you go. I have literally a binder. Okay, we are rolling with like dollar store. This doesn't have to be expensive. I got a binder and I got dividers and this is literally, I have paper falling out, so I'm a mess. I have a PLC, a potential customer one. So every time I get a potential customer, I put them, I have notebook paper in here, they go in the binder. Then I have a potential distributor one. So every time I get potential distributors, they go on the sheet. And then I have a new DT training tab where I put a DT tracker basically. So I will put people that I enroll and I will leave a blank for all of their customers and a blank for their shopping spree. So I can track every customer they enroll, the volume they enroll, how if they get their shopping spree or they fast start qualified, like all of that kind of stuff. And then I have a steps to success tab for me. So I write and I label how many customers and how many distributors do I enroll, the volume. I keep up with everything. And then I have one back here for charts. And then every single day, host to post, go on a piece of paper. I do LC, DT, and giveaway, and I mark them off. I write everybody's name down that I send a post to put up to. And once they do it, I highlight them and I tally it. So I keep up with what I'm doing. And this past week, when I got more organized, because I used to be so organized on my host to post, and then I kind of got off by just like saving them. I wasn't really being as intentional about writing them down. This week I got intentional about writing them down, and there is not a day that I got less than 12 up. I got anywhere from 12 to 30 host to post up a day this past week. Solely because I started being intentional.
Whoop, 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 whoop. So if you guys haven't met me, hey. So explain what goes, how many people you speak to get 12 to more hosts.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to people. This is we're in a business where you have to communicate and you have to talk to people. The way I do it, honestly, so I found myself really struggling, and it's because I wasn't doing giveaway host to post as much. So my goal is really to get up between 2 to 5 giveaway host to post a day, depending on like the amount of friends they have. Like I kind of look at that because I'm logical and green, and I look at friend numbers and lists and whatever. But get anywhere from like 2 to 5, depending on how many people you have to talk to. If you don't have people to talk to, shoot for 5 or more. Have people put up host to post for you that say, hey, my friend's doing a giveaway, whatever script you want to use. If you're in a team page, there's, like Kara said, there's ones floating around that you can find. Ask people that like you're in chats with, ask your upline, whoever. Find a giveaway host to post and have people do giveaway host to post. Y'all, I'm going through ones that were posted 6 days ago still, because I had multiple 3 to 4 giveaway host to post get anywhere from 60 to 115 comments this week. I have not had to message for host to post in a week and a half because I get 12 to 30 up just because I got people to do giveaway host to post for me. So this all comes, yeah, see, that one's great. So this all comes, you guys, from being intentional. When I slacked on being intentional with like writing stuff down and tracking conversations, I wasn't having as many, because you're going to feel like you're doing a lot of work, and then you're going to look and be like, I got 2 hosts to post up today. What is wrong with me? And it's because you're not intentional and you're not paying attention or tracking what you're doing. So that is my kind of like on that. And then I'm going to very, very quickly just the discipline one is goals. Make a vision board, make a dream board, write your goals down, write daily goals down, write weekly goals down, write monthly goals down. Yeah, we are having a party. I brought this up to Carol. We're having another dream board party. I think sometime soon, maybe December. I don't know. We got to plan a date, but we're going to be having a dream board party. So yes, she will post and we will have fun and make dream boards together. But vision, goals, dreams, what do you want in this business? And then the last one I wanted to address was, how do you promote? And I don't know if this is like a technical question, depending on rank or whatever. Number 1, pull out your chart. And if you don't know what a chart is, or if you're new, ask your upline. Pull out a chart, fill your chart, and work hard. That is how you promote. When you are getting ready for like promotions, you have to put your head down. Jade Hooper has some incredible and detailed promotion videos that she posted very recently. So go to her YouTube, but pull out your chart, write down your goals, fill your chart out, and work hard. I think that's mainly really what I wanted to hit tonight. I talked for like a little longer than I was going to, but one of the things I truly wanted to hit on tonight was like, your business is your business, is your business. It's not your upline's business. It's not your sideline's business. It's not your downline's business. It's yours. So take responsibility and take accountability for yourself. Accountability partners are great, but they're not going to work your business for you. Caro's my leader, and I don't go to her every day and be like, hey, can you like tell me to do my tasks? I know to do my tasks. If you're on here, you know to do your tasks. If you didn't before tonight, you do now. So yes, Caro's my leader. So I don't have to go to my leader or go to a sideline or go to someone every day to tell me to have them send me tasks to do. I just do them because I know what I'm working for. So that's what I'll say tonight. That was very red me, but I just wanted to hit on how important it is to take responsibility and accountability for yourself and just work your business. Just work hard. I promise it's worth it. Just work hard. Anyways, I'm going to stop now before I keep going.
No, I love it. Thank you so much. And then, yeah, my cat, she has anxiety. So I'm sure you guys, if you guys have seen my picture, the entire time she's been bugging me, but I can't help it. She has anxiety, but all three of my animals have anxiety. Who am I kidding? So do I. We're just a family, just 4 peas in a pod. So, before Haley goes and kills us with fire, I wanted to, yeah. I don't have kids, but I have kids. If people are telling you that this is a scam, if you are new, I want you to look at me and I want you to believe me when I tell you you can make high 4 figures with this. Insert income disclosure here. I have been there and I am only 21 years old. Okay? Believe me, if you can't believe in yourself right now, I'm telling you this is not a scam. Block anyone who isn't willing to be educated. A lot of people are ignorant, and I'm sorry. I've had to block over 1,000 people from my hometown. Why do you think I moved? I went through a huge blast where I went viral on Facebook for people making fun of me. Trust me, if this wasn't real, I wouldn't still be here. This is me calmly telling you. Believe me, I'm the most real, chubby, anxiety-ridden, crazy-ass pet mom, 21-year-old who's living on her own and paying her own bills that you will ever meet. And I'm here to be your friend and to tell you to trust me if you don't have the confidence yet. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me. I'm also very mean sometimes, but I'm being nice right now because Chloe handled that. But you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. Just make sure you click follow on Facebook because I always max out my friends list. I'm here anytime. But if you don't believe yourself, believe me, I wouldn't lie to you. I'm looking at you right now. I wouldn't lie to you. Okay? Block anyone who's mean or says otherwise. All right? I love you guys. Haley's turn.
Okay, so I kind of wanted to go a little bit with the same question that we've all talked about, which is the one about the anxiety and depression, but also I have like a little bit of tips, but I'm gonna bring out a church first. So the one about like the personal life and the anxiety and stuff. So like recently I've been like diagnosed with some kind of like skin condition that I was like misdiagnosed for like 5 years. And it, of course, it's like, okay, it's just a skin condition, it's okay. Until I went to a dermatologist and she said that it could possibly turn into like skin cancer because it's been bad off. So of course I've had a bunch of like anxiety and depression about it recently because actually one of the like side effects is depression, skin cancer, and like arthritis, which is not good. So like I've been dealing with that. Plus I had a car accident a couple months ago and I'm going to physical therapy for that. For my schedule has gotten so busy. So like life has been hectic. So I'm definitely going to be like giving some tips about like how to deal with everything in like a busy schedule, but also like talking about this first. So I used to let my anxiety take over everything. When I say everything, to the point where I literally was in like a jazz orchestra thing, singing type thing with like a top jazz singer, and I quit because I let my anxiety get in the way. And I joined this business with that same anxiety, and things happen. And I was like, am I going to quit it like I did everything else? I was like, well, I really can't. I kind of need the money. So I just stayed and I did what I have to do. And it's, especially with doing personal development, it's changed like who I am and how I've been dealing with things. So like I don't let anything stand in my way anymore, like right now. Like I remember when I got in that car accident, I literally was on the side of the road freaking out, shaking, but I signed a customer at the same time because I was not for it. I was like, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna sign this customer. I'm not gonna let anything get in the way. But so that's what I did. But there was a story I read a couple of days ago, and I shared this on my story. And I feel like anybody, the one who asked this question, plus anybody who's dealing with anxiety and depression or going through a rough patch needs to hear this. But I was reading a story, and the guy said that he had a dream that him and God were walking on the beach together. And it was like different flashes of his life coming out, and there were two sets of footsteps with each thing. Now, when he got to the part of his life when it was obviously the lowest, the weakest, and like the roughest, there was only one set of footsteps. Now, of course, he automatically thought, like, why weren't you there for me? Like, what, you're supposed to be there for me through all walks of life, so why weren't you there? And then God literally told him, like, oh, I was there. I'm always gonna be there, but I carried you. So those footsteps were mine. So like if you're going through like a rough patch or a rough time, know that God is literally carrying you through it. And you don't have to really stress about it. You just have to literally just have faith and believe that he's there for you, and then you'll just be able to get through it. But with all the stuff that I'm dealing with, I'm doing a lot of personal development, and it's been rough, a lot of crying, a lot of dealing with things, a lot of pain, but you know, we got to get through it. At the end of the day, I know that with how busy I am with like all the doctor's appointments and stuff, that if I was just working my business like just this, that I won't have to worry about not having enough hours at another job and stressing about, okay, I'm not making as much there because I'm never there because all the doctor's appointments. I have this as a backup for anything. So I use this as motivation. So I don't separate my personal life and the business. I use them together as like a leverage to motivate me through everything that I'm ever going through. So now I want to get into the tips. We're gonna stop being a little preaching. So I since I have all these busy schedules, all these doctor's appointments, I found ways like to maneuver through everything because I have appointments all the way in the morning, sometimes during the day, sometimes at night, and it gets crazy. So I had a whole day to myself sometimes, and I wasn't able to literally like get all my tasks done recently. So I like built a system of how I do that. So I message 75 to like 100 people a day, and I have like 3 categories. So I have Facebook host to post, because obviously I don't put up a a giveaway post on my wall every single day, because that messes up my algorithm for whenever I do post them. I get less and less comments. So I only post them maybe like a Sunday and then a Wednesday. So like in between, I'm obviously messaging for host to post, and I'm actually getting up more host to post while I'm messaging for that. So then I have Instagram post to post, because I do Instagram post to post, but not as often as Facebook, because I really don't get much from that anymore. But I mean, you still try, you still do things you have to do. And then I message for distributors on Instagram, because it's helped me have more conversations. And I still talk about it all the time on my story. I still do my life posts, but I've just noticed by me messaging is how I do that. So with the system of how I message 25 people on each like category, and I just like mark it off once I'm done. But with each, like when I go to message them, I'll go to like a random letter in like my following section. So like if I see that I followed that person but they don't follow me back, and I've messaged them multiple times, I will follow 10 people from their page and then unfollow them. And when I do that 10 times, that's 100 people. So literally in less than 30 minutes, I've already messaged like 100 people and followed 100 people at the same time. and I don't have to stress about how am I going to fit all the messaging and following into one day. And sometimes I do that multiple times a day if I have more time, but that is like my like set goal of how I do everything. But also I get on my story every day. I talk about a product. I had a content planner Zoom that I did yesterday. We're gonna try to do them every Sunday, but how I set up with my planning, I do it by Instagram, and I talk on my story every single day, either about a product or about goals that I have. I talk about life. Y'all, I tell my Instagram followers everything. Like they know everything that's going on, but not too much, because obviously people want to be able to relate to that. They understand better. I'm able to actually relate to some people, and then they're like, okay, so what is it that you actually do? We can bring that up in a conversation because we have so many things alike. But also, let me see what else I wanted to talk about. Okay, I think that was it for that. But there was another question about like how to train newbies and all of that. So I have a specific way that I train my newbies, and I've noticed it's helped. And I used to have a real issue with like trying to keep newbies and trying to get them to not quit. It was a big problem that I had. And I finally gained the confidence to say that I actually found something that works for me. I mean, it may not work for everyone, but I mean, it's worth a shot. You know, don't knock it till you try it, as I always say. So like I have this 5-day training that I think Chloe did. And then so after the 5 days, the first day out of training is the day that I walk through with the dailies on every day. Okay, we're gonna go through dailies 1, task 1. I'm gonna give them posts and I'm gonna tell them how they're gonna do it. And we're just gonna go through it. If we have to go a couple more days, then we do. Sometimes that one person doesn't really need that extra days after that one day. But I do have like a small chat that I put on my downline in, and I just send tasks every day and I send posts for a month straight. But obviously I continue to do it because, you know, you go, like Katie said earlier, you go from corporate America where you're told to do to now you're like your own boss and no one's physically going to tell you what to do. You got to do it on your own. So it's like you kind of have to guide them to tell them what to do first until they're able to actually do it on their own. So I've noticed that because I would finish training and I'd just be like, okay, here's your daily list. Go ahead, just do it. If you have any questions, let me know. But I actually become friends with them and I talk to them for a month straight. And then we just go through the things if we need to. Let's see. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for that. You guys, okay, so I never introduced myself. I always assume people know who I am because I don't like to reintroduce myself. It just feels really funky. Anyways, I'm Caroline. Everyone calls me Caro. I'm a double diamond. I've been here for like 2.5 years. But if you need help with like Instagram algorithm, I saw some people comment that. Just search my name on YouTube and find me. It's a pictures, Allie. Oh my god. Allie's my matron of honor. Everybody say hi to Allie. But anyway, she's from Ohio and I'm from Alabama. Love it works. But anyway, so if you go search me on YouTube, there's a picture of me and my fiance. You'll be able to find that. There's Haley on there, who's our Instagram queen, that talks up on there. Chloe also talks on there some more about like host to post and all other things. We have double ambassadors who guest speak on there. So go on there because this video doesn't cover, not this video, this Zoom isn't covering everything. Hi, my name is yeah, Alex will make sure honor, so we've met in person one time. That's how this business can bring you to the best people ever. But anyway, that's who I am, and I wanted to read you guys something that I posted in my personal Ambassador Uplines team page today, but there's a lot of people who are not under her. So, so I saw someone post this on Facebook today. I think it was Deborah. If Deborah's on here, shout out to you, Deb. It says, God said, I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember you're not in this thing alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you. So let go of the stress and trust me. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why you need to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming is going to rock your world. And when I read that today, let me just, I don't stand up on Zooms. Y'all are getting a show tonight. When I read that today, I was like, oh! Like, I literally was like, yes, put me in, coach. Like, I was like, no, yes. Like, end of the day. Quit being a tater, get excited, and let's get lit because God put us here on purpose. You are here on purpose. I look like a tater right now, and it's okay to look like one. Y'all can look like one too. Get lit, okay? So maybe y'all will remember this Zoom. If y'all need some more hype, you can go to my YouTube or whatever. I'm just shouting myself out. No, we just have some awesome speakers that are on my YouTube, and I forget how much of a good library we have there. So you can go there. And I'm just really glad y'all got on tonight. We talked about all the serious stuff. If you're struggling with your mental health, see a medical professional because we are not your doctors. We can only give you tips because we're all mentally ill here. So if you can't tell. Anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you, all of you, for hopping on. Thanks to the guest speakers. I really hope you guys remember something from tonight. It's probably going to be me going like, Tater, but it's okay. Thank you for being here. I love you all. God loves you. And I will see you next Monday. Peace out.